Hello, my name is Miranda Wise, and I'm the writer and producer of the story that you are about to watch. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed writing it. And take care. I'll see you on the other side. Bye bye. Chapter 4. When Heidi arrived at her weekend job the following Friday, Chrissy, one of her coworkers, pulled her aside. Heidi could not guess what she wanted, but she followed her down the hall and around the corner where they could not be heard by anyone. "Hey," Chrissy whispered. She turned around to make sure nobody was within earshot. "What's up, Chrissy?" "I'm leaving next week." "Oh, no, Chrissy." Chrissy had trained her when she first got the job. She had been an asset to that office. She was certainly going to miss her work friend. "Where are you going to go?" "Well, me and my husband are moving to Charlotte." "Oh, then you won't be far. When I get my car, I can drive up there and visit." "So how is that coming along?" "I'm almost there." Oof. "But anyway, I wanted to let you know that I recommended you for my job." That surprised Heidi. She had been working that job for nearly 3 years to supplement her income at the restaurant. When she first started, there were no full-time positions available. She used Medicaid for her children, but paid out of pocket whenever she visited the doctor. That was the reason she tried to eat right as much as she could. Now she could get medical benefits through her job. "Me? Really?" "Uh-huh. You've done a great job since you've been here." The job involves supervising staff. "How much does it pay, if you don't mind me asking?" 42 with benefits. That was good money for Heidi. She didn't have any real debt. She had a couple of credit cards that she used sometimes to buy groceries and paid them off just to keep her credit active. That kind of money could enable her to buy a small house. 42 a year was $20.19 an hour, which was good for the type of area that she lived in. She figured she would work at the restaurant a couple of nights a week during the busiest days and have her full-time job at the office. That will enable her to swell her bank account so that when it was time to purchase a home, she would be able to. "What did Brian say when you recommended me?" "He agreed, like right off the break. He didn't even hesitate." "Oh, thank you so much, Chrissy." Heidi hugged her coworker. "Now, you'll probably start next month, like in the middle of next month." "Well, that's fine, just as long as I get the job. And I'm so thankful you recommended me." "Oh, you'll get it, and you're welcome." Heidi did not want to get her hopes up too high, but she was hopeful nonetheless. They headed back down the hall and into the office. Several women sat behind computer terminals entering data. There was stacks of work to be done. The company had a contract with the federal government, mainly the post office. Heidi sat down at her desk. This was always a welcoming change from being on her feet all day at the restaurant. But she loved the environment at the restaurant. She loved her customers. That was another reason she did not want to quit entirely. Not just yet, anyway. But her hours at the office would be from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Once she bought her car, she would be able to drive to the restaurant a couple of nights a week to make that extra money. She could not wait to get home to tell her mother the news once she arrived. "Oh, that's great news. I always said that God looks after single women. He knows we have it hard. He will always bless your effort." "Uh-huh. I just hope I get it, Mama. I just hope I get it." Heidi sat across from her mother on the ottoman. Her children soon joined them in the living room, greeting their mother. It was Friday night, pizza night. Heidi, have you told Sonia yet? Not yet. I haven't told her. Oh, well, she gonna miss you down at the restaurant. I was actually planning on working there a couple of nights a week. Those tips are great for the most part. Well, I understand where you're coming from, girl. Letty got up, headed to the kitchen to fix herself another cup of coffee. Kendall brought his mother the mail. Amongst the envelopes was the electric bill and another envelope. She spotted the return address of Xavier Jones, the father of Kendall and Brianna, from the correctional facility. He had been incarcerated for nearly 8 years. Kendall was now 12 and Brianna was 11. Heidi waited until her son left the room before she ripped open the letter and read it. March 13. Hi, Heidi. I hope all is well. I was just writing you because I haven't spoken with you in a while. How is Kendall and Brianna? I hope they're doing well, especially in school. But to cut right to the chase, I was wondering if you could bring the kids up to see me. I haven't seen them in a while, and I know you said it's difficult without a car, but I do miss them so much. I have missed so much with them growing up. I still have the photos you sent around Christmas, and they are growing up so much. I really am sorry for not being the father I should have been. I also have the chance to get paroled in 3 years. Please write back and let me know if you can bring them. I still love you. Peace, XJ. What's going on? Letty noticed the look on her daughter's face as she read the letter. Xavier wrote me a letter. Yeah, what did he say? I hope he ain't trying to get back. You already made that clear. No, Mama, never that. He wants me to bring the kids up. Baby, that's a 3-hour drive. Heidi would never try and drive her mother's car all the way up there. I know, right? Xavier's just gonna have to settle for some more photos. That's right, he sure is. Heidi did not want to mentally contend with Xavier right now. She had let go long ago. She had tried to help him, tried to hang in there with him, but he loved them streets. Now, here she was, 36 years old, more than halfway through her 30s. Her focus was on being the best version of herself and raising her kids. So far, she had done well on her own. She was done with men distracting her. How many more mistakes did she need to make before she learned? Chapter 5. Darren could feel his stomach growling. It was almost lunchtime, and for that he was thankful. He stood on the ladder, placing the drop ceiling panels in. The entire building was being remodeled. Darren! Darren looked down. His co-worker was standing a few feet from him.
Yeah.
Mind if I borrow your electric saw?
When you gonna get your own tools, man?
I'm gonna pick up one tonight. I just need to borrow it for the day. Darren climbed from the ladder, headed over to where he had set up his station and said,
Yeah, but I ought to charge you for it.
I'll buy you lunch, wherever you want to go.
Let's go to Adrian's,
Darren said without hesitation. Myrick cocked his head to the side and said,
Really? We go there almost every day. I'm beginning to be convinced that it's about that waitress. Her name is Heidi.
They had been having lunch at Adrian's for over 2 weeks, and each time they dined there, Heidi waited on them. Myrick had even seen them laughing and joking with each other before.
Yeah, but I would love a grilled chicken salad from there today. Okay then,
Myrick said before he left. He headed to the elevator and went to the next level. The bell chimed, indicating someone was entering the restaurant. Letty stepped in with the children. They had a half a day, and Letty had a doctor's appointment.
Hey babies, hey.
I'm not a baby, Mom, Kendall said. He headed to an empty table. The girls hugged their mother. Kendall removed his baseball cap, rested his backpack on the floor, and sat down. His sisters joined him. Ma, can we have some pie?
Now Kendall, you know you need to eat your lunch first, son. Now what can I get y'all?
I want a turkey club,
Me too.
Brianna said, but Darren said,
I want a grilled cheese sandwich. Do y'all want some chocolate milk?
Darren and Brianna wanted chocolate, a Mountain Dew. Heidi did not usually let them drink soda, but she made an exception this time. Letty hugged her before she left. The children quietly worked on their homework while waiting for their food. The bell chimed and 3 guys walked in. Heidi noticed Darren among them. They headed over to her station. It was just after 12, and another handful of people walked in.
Welcome, y'all. Have a seat anywhere you like.
Soon, 6 of the 9 tables were occupied. She passed out menus. 2 of the tables were occupied in Sonia's section, but Heidi still gave them menus too. She held her pen and pad in hand and said,
What can I get y'all today?
I would like a grilled chicken salad.
Darren spoke up.
Oh, we're eating healthy today.
Well, I guess you can't say that.
Myrick ordered the fried chicken with fries, and the other co-worker wanted fried fish.
I'll be back with your drinks, fellas.
Heidi said as she collected the menus.
Mom, is our food ready?
Kendall called out.
I'll check for y'all, okay, sweetie?
She said as she headed to the back. Myrick looked at Darren and said,
Did you know she had kids?
Darren nodded affirmatively. That was the first thing they talked about when they had a conversation longer than 5 minutes. That had been over a week ago.
Wait a minute. You knew she had 3 kids?
Myrick asked again. Jeff, the other co-worker's attention was on his phone.
I just told you I did, didn't I? And you still want to get to know her?
Jeff finally looked up. His eyes bounced from Darren to Myrick.
What's so wrong about that, Myrick? What? She got 3 kids. 3? Why don't you keep your voice down? They probably can hear you.
The kids were just a couple of tables away. Only a table with an older couple was between the guys and the youngins. Myrick shook his head. Darren looked up, and Heidi returned with the food for her children.
Here you go, sweethearts. Put those books away now, okay, so you don't get them dirty.
They put away their homework, and she placed the food on the table. Darren noticed how much she put so much care into her children. The food put a smile on Kendall's face. Seemed he'd waited for hours to eat.
Okay, enjoy your food.
She placed her hand on Brianna's shoulder, who sat closest to her. She kissed Darren on the top of her head.
Okay, Kendall, enjoy.
He often got embarrassed whenever his mother showed him any affection in public. She headed over to get the food for Darren's party and placed the plates gently on the table.
I guess no hot sauce for you today, huh, Darren?
Nah, none for me on this one.
Well, enjoy, y'all.
He snuck a peek at her retreating figure. She was 5'7", but her slender figure made her look taller. She had a small waistline but curvy hips. Her hair was in a chin bob, complementing her oval face. He was a tall man himself, standing 6'4". He preferred a woman taller than 5'5". So far, all the stats were adding up, and her personality was so affable. He knew she had been through a lot. Black women having gone through so much and still able to smile and survive made struggling look easy, but he knew her situation was not easy.
I'm sure you're thinking about it right now, huh, bruh?
Myrick said.
What are you talking about? About her. Thinking about her. What's it to you? Look here. I just don't want my best friend in a situation with a woman with 3 kids. You got to be dealing with baby daddy drama. I have a child of my own. Nonsense. I have a child of my own. I would prefer a woman having kids because I don't plan on having any more. Well, your daughter is grown. No, she's not. She's in college and is just as needy as she can be. She's not grown yet. Right now, no Gen Zer is grown. Man, your daughter is over 18. No, wait a minute. 19 is not grown.
Jeff finally cut in. He had been quiet up until then.
I have a 21-year-old who's really not grown. Why you siding with him, Jeff? Come on, I'm just stating facts. I have 4 kids by 2 different women. If I sit up here and judge her, then we need to be judging ourselves. We got to give these women at least a few credits for being present in their kids' lives. Whoa, check this out. I'm in my son's life.
Myrick boasted. Jeff clapped in an amusing fashion.
Congratulations for doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Darren was thankful for Jeff's support. He had been rejected by a couple of women because they were childless and likely did not want a man with a teen daughter. That could prove to be a woman's nightmare, especially one who felt she would have to compete for his affection. He never discounted finding a woman who had children of her own.
Better be high.
Oh, it better be low. Better be high.
No middle ground or no medium.
It better be low.
It gotta be down low.
Better be high. Oh, it better be low.
Low.
Better be high.
Low.
Oh, it better be low. Chapter 6. Heidi cleaned off the tables once her customers left. Her children were still at the table doing their homework. She saw Darren had given her another generous tip. He told her he appreciated her friendly service and felt she had worked hard for it. Letty had returned. The children started packing up their school materials, placing them in their backpacks. Grandma! Hey, y'all. Y'all ready? Yeah. Thanks, Mama. Heidi would be closing the restaurant that night. Wednesdays were her long days at the restaurant. Okay, Heidi. I'll see you at home, babe. Mwah. Wait a minute, Mama. How did your doctor visit go? Oh, girl, my pressure is down 120 over 60. Wow, that's what's up, Mama. Letty left. It was a little after 2 p.m. and it was slow. Sonia had already gone for the day, leaving Heidi as the only waitress until 4, when Vera would be getting there. Vera was a young college student who worked a few hours a night. Heidi cleaned up, replaced napkins on tables, and stocked up the clean silverware in the holders. There were a few people sitting at the counter having coffee.
Hey, honey, can I get a refill?
One of her regular customers called out. Oh, sure. Now, how's your wife, Mr. Jackson?
She is well. Couldn't make it today. Went shopping with her girlfriends.
You know, I'll be glad when I can retire and shop all day and just relax.
I hear you, girl. I hear you.
She headed to the back of the restaurant, checked her phone to make sure she hadn't gotten a call from her mother or the kids. Once she returned to the front, three more customers had come in. This is the part she would miss, being able to greet her customers. She will be starting her full-time job at the office within 2 weeks. Chrissy had left, and the boss hired her full-time after running her background. Shortly after Vera came in, and an hour later, Darren returned to the restaurant alone. For nearly 2 weeks, he had been coming in having dinner by himself. He headed to the table with a smile. Okay, so what is it going to be today, Darren?
How about the pork chop dinner?
Okay, what are your sides with that?
Okra and a baked potato.
Okay, and coffee?
You got it.
All right, coming right up. She left to fulfill his order. Once she was gone, he pulled out his phone and saw he had a text from his daughter. He responded to her and used his time to wait to look at some news on his phone. Heidi returned with the food. He put away the phone.
So, Heidi, what are you doing after work?
Well, I go home and I rest.
What time do you get off?
Oh, well, tonight I get off at 10.
Oh, okay.
Why? Were you thinking about taking me out on the river?
Why not?
She realized he was not smiling. You serious?
Yeah, why not? You don't think you deserve a nice little boat ride? It's getting warmer outside.
But Heidi wasn't ready for that. While she loved having conversations with Darren, she still regarded him, or any man, cautiously. Her heart was now locked behind a concrete wall, and only God knew where to find that key. She was a little older now, and she knew how to compartmentalize things, meaning placing friendship where it belonged and love where it belonged. Maybe some other time, Darren. I'm just not dressed for it tonight.
Okay, understood.
She turned to leave, but he said,
Now, what if I held you to that?
She turned around to face him. What did you say?
I said, what if I held you to that rain check you just wrote?
He smiled, and she saw that twinkle in his eyes again. She couldn't help but to double over laughing. Okay, but can it be during the day?
It most certainly can.
And can I bring my kids?
Well, it's my boat. I can let anyone I want on board.
She had thought maybe he would rent a boat, but he actually owned one? That made her take a step back. She had never met someone like him, a brother no less, who owned something like a boat. I was just kidding about the kids though.
Uh-huh, okay. Why?
Oh, yeah, because,
I'm a father, Heidi.
I know, but I have 3.
That doesn't matter. We're both parents. My daughter is spoiled enough to be 3 kids.
Okay, I'll go, but I'll let you know because I won't be working every day starting in a couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
Yes, I got a full-time position at my part-time job. So now I'm flip-flopping. I'll be part-time here and full-time at the other job.
Oh, congratulations, Heidi. Now, why didn't you tell me?
Probably because I didn't think about it.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Thanks so much, Darren. She was a little nervous once she returned behind the counter. She grabbed the orders for her other customers and headed back to the dining area. One thing she realized, Darren was so much different than the men she had dealt with. Chapter 7. Heidi noticed Darren was still there by 7. He had eaten very slowly that night. She had checked on him a couple of times and had refilled his coffee cup twice.
So, is there anything else I can get you?
By then, there were only a handful of customers around and Vera had left.
No, I'm good. When do you take a break?
I don't know yet.
Do you even get breaks?
Yes, actually I do. But it was a little busy tonight.
Okay, I see. Hey, can you bring me 2 slices of that red velvet cake, please?
2 slices?
Yeah, I haven't had dessert yet. Do you like red velvet?
Oh, I love it. But I'll get you your 2 slices.
She used a larger plate to place the slices of cake on it instead of a saucer. She returned to the table.
Here you go.
Thank you. Have a seat.
He said before she could leave. She looked around, making sure none of the customers needed anything. She slid into the booth facing him.
You didn't bring an extra fork, Heidi.
Oh, hold on.
She got up, headed to the utensil station, grabbed a fork, and returned to the table.
Have some?
She sliced into the other piece of cake.
I figure we would celebrate your career move.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Darren.
Yeah. Although I would like to do a little bit more than just a piece of cake. You've probably been on your feet all day, darling.
I have. This is good. You know, the owner's wife made this cake.
It is good. Very good. So, how are the kids doing in school?
They're doing well, but Darren is really struggling in math.
Yeah, my daughter struggled in math too. I feel you.
Yeah, but she does really well in reading and spelling.
Funny you say that. So did Danya.
Hey, isn't that something? What did you do to help her?
Well, me and her mother got her a tutor. She did much better after that, but I didn't stress myself out about it or ever, becoming a mathematician or anything like that. Sometimes things just aren't your gift.
Yeah, that's true. I did not do well with geography. I can even get lost using a GPS.
Yeah, girl, you're funny. You're funny.
Yeah, people tell me that.
Her smile always made his day. He loved how her dimples deepened whenever she laughed. He didn't know he was staring at her until she said something.
What? Do I have something around my mouth?
No. You're just beautiful.
Oh, thanks, Darren.
No, I'm serious. You are.
And her personality made her exceptionally gorgeous. Before Heidi knew it, an hour had passed, and there were no customers in the place except for Darren. She looked around. Everyone was gone.
Oh, I better get up here. I didn't know I had been sitting here so long.
Uh-huh, see? You done ran all the customers out.
But that was a good thing, though.
Really?
Yeah, otherwise I would not have been able to have this nice conversation with you.
Adrian came into the dining room from the back. He looked around and said,
Heidi, looks like we're slow tonight. Why don't you wrap up and head on out?
Oh, but what if someone comes in?
I'll handle it. Just go ahead and go.
She wiped down the tables and counter, stocked up everything. Adrian told her to leave the sweeping to Chad. She noticed Darren was still sitting at the table when she returned.
Oh, I thought you had gone.
Actually, I was waiting on you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a ride home.
Oh, Darren, I appreciate that, but you know what?
I
can
can't
always...
let you go out there catching the bus and not give you a ride. Come on.
Chapter 8. Darren led Heidi to his gold Suburban in the parking lot on the side of the building. He opened the door for her, held her hand as she climbed in and closed the door. He slid into the driver's seat and said,
So a word too.
she had texted her mother and told her she was on her way home. I live on Janney's Lane. I know that's kind of in the hood, but I do plan to be out of there soon.
That's okay. I grew up in the hood myself. I'm from Oxon Manor.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
So what do you normally do in your spare time? He had already told her he was widowed in a previous conversation, and she wondered how he spent his spare time.
I'm working on my house.
Oh, okay. So what are you doing to it?
Well, right now I'm painting it. I've already fixed it up. It's taking me a while though.
How come? Did Home Depot run out of paint? He erupted with an infectious chuckle. He wanted to grab her hand. Although the vehicle was very large, he could still feel her proximity.
Girl, you are a riot, but no. The house is 5,500 square feet.
What? That's huge. That's not a house, that's a mansion.
It's in the historic district near Reginald Boulevard. There are only 6 bedrooms, but the rooms are large. You mind if I run you by there?
Oh, let me text my mom and let her know I'm running a little late. She texted her mother, but like most women nearly 60 years old, she called her daughter back. Letty hated texting. Yeah, Mama. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm just running a little late. Okay, I'll see you then. Darren pulled in front of the light blue, nearly renovated massive structure. It had a wraparound porch and many windows. There were 3 floors. 2 large dormer windows were on the attic part. She sent her mother a quick text giving her the address of where she was before Darren made his way around to the passenger side and opened the door. He held out his hand, assisting her as she stepped out.
Be careful.
He said, indicating the gravel that could cause one to lose their balance. They headed up to the porch and he opened the door. There was no furniture downstairs at all. Wow, this is awfully big. He smiled proudly. He led her to the kitchen. All the silver appliances were brand new. The windows were almost floor to ceiling in the kitchen, and because the house faced the east, she could only imagine how welcoming the morning sun would be. There was a back door that led to a massive yard, and she imagined him riding on the mower out there during the summer. She didn't know where those thoughts came from, but the image in her mind warmed her heart. There was a bathroom on the first level, and right across from it was a room where he planned to set up his study. The dining room was right across from it, with another entrance that led to the kitchen from another angle. Darren, this is beautiful.
Thanks. Now, when I start my home office for my construction business, this will be the room I'll use.
He showed her how the double sliding doors would close the room off from the rest of the house, and the room had its own entrance from outside. He led her upstairs. She loved the railing that overlooked the living room. They walked down the hall. On one end was a master bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. He had installed a jacuzzi and shower, and the toilet had its own space where it could be closed off from the rest of the bathroom. A double sink vanity and a large mirror with studio lights above head. She noticed he seemed to be watching for her reaction. Darren, this is absolutely beautiful.
You like it?
Oh, I love it. I do. I love it. There were 3 more bedrooms on the second floor and 2 more upstairs on the third. He had sectioned off the entire third floor and made 2 bedrooms. Paint and other items were on the floor in the hallway, and he told her to watch her step. The entire place smelled of fresh paint. He showed her his daughter's room, which was the only room that was finished along with her bathroom. He showed her another room on the second level once they returned, and she noticed there was an adjoining bathroom that led to another bedroom. Darren, this is so cool.
Yeah, I knocked out part of the wall and put that doorway between the two rooms. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I had some help though.
Well, that does sound like a lot of work. You are good with stuff like this.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
They headed back downstairs and he led her to the front door and out to his car. The night felt a little chilly. That was so common in the South in the early spring. Chilly nights and warm afternoons. She was thankful she had not forgotten her jacket. The night was clear and the stars were bright. He helped her into the truck. I'll be glad when I get my car. I got a couple of weeks.
What kind of car are you trying to get?
I would like an SUV, but not sure. Whatever 20 grand can buy.
Oh, really? You have in mind where you want to shop for that car?
Well, not really. I figure I'd cross that bridge when I came to it, provided nobody's burned that bridge down.
Oh, you can come up with some good zingers. But I asked because my brother owns a Nissan dealership. He can get you a good deal. Right now, he has a 2022 Rogue that's about 18 grand. It has about 60,000 miles on it, though.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I can take you by there this Friday. I'll call and ask if he can hold it for you.
He'll do that?
Yeah, he'll do it if I tell him to.
Oh, thanks so much, Darren. I appreciate that.
It's my pleasure.
She hoped he would not be expecting anything in return. Any man she had ever dealt with had an ulterior motive or some hidden agenda. That's the reason she would rather save up for 4 years to purchase a car than rely on anyone, especially a man. The car continued up the road.